Nothing to say other than I appreciate the opportunity to do something amazing. We had an incredible run, and I'm forever grateful and thankful.
So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is, and again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my level. You know what I mean? It's like he's not talking about business. You know what I mean? It's just giving his opinion, trying to promote his son. I don't agree with.
Floyd told me many years, probably go 25 years ago, that what kind of person he was. But initially, I'm just being honest, I didn't believe him. I had to see it for myself.
Yeah.
And my description of him, he's a horrible person.
In a twist worthy of a Netflix docuseries, Leonard Ellerbe, the man who stood shoulder to shoulder with Floyd Mayweather for nearly 2 decades, has dropped a bombshell that could shake the very foundation of the Money Mayweather brand.
Floyd had posted that you was no longer a part of Mayweather Promotions. You care to say anything about that?
There's nothing to say other than I appreciate the opportunity to do something amazing. We had an incredible run, and I'm forever grateful and thankful. Blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah.
That's blessed.
I love to hear that shit.
Ellerbe, who served as CEO of Mayweather Promotions for 17 years, recently hinted at potential legal consequences looming over the undefeated boxing champion. The source of the turmoil? A controversial $402 million real estate deal that's now being scrutinized under a cloud of alleged fraud and misrepresentation. Ellerbe's revelations have rocked not just the boxing world, but also sent ripples through the business and celebrity spheres, where Mayweather has long positioned himself as an icon of financial dominance. Whispers have now grown into public debates. Is Mayweather, the man who built a legacy on wealth, flash, and invincibility, actually facing legal trouble, or worse, international detainment?
You live an American dream, man. You got 55 cars, 40 girlfriends.
Well, actually,
you're a billionaire now, right? Come on, let's salute this billionaire on stage.
But how many years ago you was broke? When I say broke, you ain't have a lot of money, you was just barely making.
In late 2024, Mayweather proudly took to Instagram to announce what he described as one of his greatest business wins yet: the acquisition of a $402 million portfolio of real estate in Upper Manhattan. The deal, which reportedly involved 62 multifamily buildings and over 1,000 residential units, was lauded by Floyd as a solo power move under his firm Vada Properties. He presented himself as the sole owner and boasted that all properties and commercial spaces were in his name, with no partners involved. But that narrative quickly began to unravel. According to a Business Insider investigation, the ownership claims may have been exaggerated. Documents reviewed by reporters suggest that Mayweather is not the sole owner, and that multiple partners and financial backers were involved in the transaction.
I'm bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
More concerning? The financial projections Mayweather touted online reportedly did not materialize, with insiders citing disappointing returns and operational mismanagement. The backlash was swift, with critics accusing the boxing legend of inflating his role and fabricating success to maintain the illusion of limitless wealth. What was once framed as a record-breaking investment has now devolved into a potential fraud case, with questions swirling around whether Mayweather knowingly misrepresented the nature and performance of the deal. While no formal charges have been filed as of this writing, Ellerbe's public comments have only added fuel to the fire, pushing the story into the spotlight.
Which he's done a good job thus far. But then sometimes there's a line that you cross with some of the things and you turn some people off.
Leonard Ellerbe's exit from Mayweather Promotions in mid-2024 was first portrayed as amicable, but as more details have emerged, it now appears to have been anything but. In interviews conducted shortly after his departure, Ellerbe hinted at deep fractures within the organization, pointing to what he described as financial mismanagement and a toxic culture that prioritized profit over integrity. Without naming names directly, Ellerbe made it clear that Floyd's leadership style, marked by aggressive self-promotion, unchecked spending, and a fixation on outward appearances, was driving the company and its relationships into the ground.
he is. Yeah. And what is it about him that sort of rubs you?
He's always been jealous of Floyd. He's always been jealous of Floyd. And if that ain't obvious, I don't know what it is. You know,
the business model he put out there doesn't work for everyone, Ellerbe said, noting that despite the glitz and glamour, the company was suffering behind closed doors. Insiders have confirmed growing unrest within Mayweather's inner circle, especially among those who felt exploited or underpaid. Even Gervonta "Tank" Davis, once considered Floyd's top protege, has spoken out about disputes over earnings and treatment.
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it. I don't want to bring up but it was somehow that.
Adding another layer to the story of a once dominant empire starting to crumble from within. One of the most shocking revelations came not from Ellerbe, but from Gervonta Davis, who publicly claimed that Floyd Mayweather had been detained in Dubai. According to Davis, and later echoed by boxing promoter Rick Glaser, Mayweather is not merely visiting the UAE, but is unable to leave due to significant unpaid debts. Glaser reported on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, that he had spoken to a contact in Dubai who confirmed that Mayweather is being held by the local government court system until financial obligations are resolved. While the exact amount owed remains unclear, multiple sources have suggested that the debt could be in the hundreds of millions, and, importantly, unrelated to boxing.
They were saying I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was the downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
relationship,
downfall.
not career.
Yeah,
relationship.
it was. Yeah, it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing.
Instead, reports hint that the debt may stem from a private gambling dispute, jewelry purchases gone unpaid, and even a rumored financial settlement tied to misconduct allegations abroad. Although Mayweather has since posted content from Dubai denying the claims of detainment, and clapping back at TMZ, who reported he had been seen at a Los Angeles Clippers game, handing a homeless man $30,000, skepticism remains. Social media sleuths noted that Floyd's post could easily be pre-recorded or strategically timed. His critics argue that if he truly was in Los Angeles, why go to such lengths to insist he's still in Dubai? Mayweather's legal ability to move freely within Dubai doesn't contradict claims that he's unable to exit the country, a legal reality in the UAE, where debtor laws are strict and enforced seriously, even for celebrities.
Floyd Mayweather caught up in Dubai. Is he stuck there? Some people are like, nah, man, that's some nonsense. No, he really is. He's stuck there because he borrowed some money. He gambled it all away from a casino over there.
In a bizarre twist to an already chaotic narrative, TMZ reported that Floyd Mayweather was spotted courtside at a Los Angeles Clippers game just last week. The celebrity gossip outlet claimed that the undefeated champion not only attended the event, but also handed a staggering $30,000 in cash to a homeless man outside the arena, a gesture meant to reinforce his money persona amid swirling rumors of debt. The report immediately went viral, with fans split down the middle, some praising the act of generosity, others accusing TMZ of pushing a convenient distraction. But the story took a sharp turn when Mayweather himself responded, posting photos and video clips on Instagram showing that he was, in fact, still in Dubai at the time of the supposed sighting. While Mayweather didn't directly call out TMZ, the implication was clear. The outlet had either been misled or willingly circulated false information. This contradiction has raised eyebrows. Was it a case of mistaken identity? A misreported PR stunt? Or was someone attempting to manipulate the public narrative to mask the reality of his situation in the UAE? The speculation deepened when eagle-eyed social media users noticed that Floyd's Dubai content was consistent with local time zones and included recognizable landmarks, indicating that it was likely filmed in real time.
And he can't get the hell out of there. You have seen Gervonta Davis all over the internet. He's been clowning him. He said, hey, he tried to leave today. Nope, sit your ass down before I fuck you up. What? Gervonta Davis is all over Floyd, the money man Mayweather. Maybe he's got to get another fight together with Conor McGregor, try to raise some money. Why has the White House been silent? Will Joe Biden step in and try to get the money man back to the United States? I don't know. Stay tuned. I hate to see him in jail over there in Dubai. You never know what they might do.
If Mayweather is in Dubai and not just virtually present through pre-scheduled posts, then the TMZ story not only falls apart but may also serve as a deliberate attempt to cast doubt on the Dubai detainment rumors. In what may be the most unexpected development yet, rapper and entrepreneur 50 Cent, long known for his public beef with Floyd Mayweather, surprisingly extended a virtual olive branch. Taking to social media, the In Da Club artist wrote, "Me and Champy beefing, but he my brother. I got some money if you need it." The comment shocked fans, especially considering the years of insults, memes, and verbal jabs the two have traded. Their feud at one point included personal attacks about literacy, finances, and family, making this gesture of support genuinely surprising. While it's unclear whether 50 Cent's offer was serious or sarcastic, it does raise questions about the severity of Mayweather's rumored financial troubles.
Just barely making it.
Today, I ran all the way in here.
Why?
Because I couldn't even buy a bus ticket.
That's crazy.
But you still had 55 cars.
No, I don't.
What happened?
Well, I bought myself some crack.
Dang.
And then more crack.
After all, if even longtime rivals are stepping in with offers of assistance, it may suggest that those closest to the situation believe there's some truth to the rumors. Still, others speculate that the gesture was more strategic than sentimental, perhaps a calculated move by 50 Cent to stay in the conversation and leverage Mayweather's downfall for viral attention. Either way, it's a moment that further muddies the waters around the legendary boxer's public image. Despite Mayweather's social media denials, several well-placed sources have confirmed his restricted legal status in Dubai. Among the most notable is boxing analyst and promoter Rick Glaser, who, according to a report by Sandra Rose, stated on X, "Just got off the phone with my guy in Dubai. He told me that Oscar Floyd Mayweather is definitely being held by the government court system there, as he owes a substantial amount of money. They take indebtedness over there very seriously."
Reports confirm that boxing great Floyd Mayweather has been detained in Dubai with his private jet encircled by police.
Glaser emphasized that the debt is not boxing related, suggesting instead that it may stem from private business dealings or a personal misconduct settlement. Under UAE law, debt-related travel bans are not uncommon, and courts have the authority to restrict movement until financial disputes are resolved. What's particularly interesting is that Mayweather is not technically imprisoned. He can travel freely within the country, attend events, dine at luxury spots, and continue his lavish lifestyle. But he cannot legally leave until the issue is settled in full. This nuance has led some observers to call it golden cage diplomacy, freedom inside, but a closed gate to the outside world.
All due to an alleged gambling debt. Now remember, Dubai isn't Las Vegas. There are no glittering casinos.
Even under a potential legal hold, Mayweather hasn't missed a beat on social media. He continues posting images of high-end real estate, luxury cars, exotic jewelry, and designer fashion, all part of the carefully curated image that built his brand. But increasingly, fans and analysts are questioning the authenticity of the wealth on display. Many believe the posts serve as optics to maintain marketability and distract from deeper financial woes. A popular fan comment summed up the sentiment. "It's a red flag when you're nearly 50 and still flexing on Instagram like you're trying to prove something."
So where did this gambling debt come from? The whispers suggest a private invite-only party for high rollers. Sources say Floyd is free to move around the country, but Dubai takes indebtedness seriously. You owe, you pay. So until Mayweather settles his debt, he's not going anywhere. Don't forget to subscribe and share.
Critics argue that Mayweather's need to constantly project affluence has created a public illusion that may no longer match his private reality. If the reports of unpaid debts, failed investments, and legal entanglements are accurate, then the carefully maintained persona may be unraveling beneath the surface. Adding even more tension to Mayweather's increasingly complex situation is Logan Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer who fought Floyd in an exhibition match in June 2021. Paul has gone on record, repeatedly accusing Mayweather of withholding payment from the event, which reportedly generated millions in revenue. In a now viral video clip, Logan said, "We're taking him to court. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd." Though likely hyperbolic, Paul's lawsuit is real and reflects a growing pattern of financial disputes involving Mayweather. From jewelry vendors to casinos and now fellow celebrities, the list of alleged creditors is growing.
But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. And he can tell you that. You're going to have to take the whole room together. You're going to have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best.
While Floyd's camp has remained mostly silent on Logan's claims, the lack of resolution continues to raise eyebrows in both the sports and influencer communities. For Logan, the case is more than just a payout. It's a platform. For Floyd, it's another public stain on an already embattled financial legacy. As it stands, Floyd Mayweather's future is more uncertain than ever. With financial scandals mounting, credible reports of travel restrictions, lawsuits piling up, and former allies distancing themselves or turning outright hostile, the man once known for unbeatable confidence is facing a challenge no one saw coming. There are no boxing gloves in this fight, no ring lights or cheering crowds, just a growing legal web, a reputation on the edge, and millions of fans watching closely to see whether Mayweather can dodge this hit or finally take the fall.
Money made, money made, money made all day. You know, right here, a light million.
Whether this is a temporary setback or the beginning of the end remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the next chapter of Floyd Mayweather's life won't be written in the ring. It'll be written in the courts, the headlines, and the history books. Alright guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content, and check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out. Next.